My name's Sarah Nusser. I'm a sophomore and I'm an art history major. I do. I commute to campus and park on campus.
My name is Eric Colligar. I'm a junior in the Mass Comm department.
Okay, my name is Sam. I am a junior and I am studying environmental studies.
Chris Sarbaum. I'm a 2024 class. I'm a junior right now, majoring in new media.
My name is Elijah LaPlante, and I'm the manager of the Mass Comm Video Lab.
I've had some complaints about it. I feel like there's not enough accessible parking for people who are actually students. I think the fact that we have to spend even any money on parking when we pay thousands of dollars, and we're going to be thousands of dollars in debt from going here, is ridiculous. And then if you come and you park on campus because you're going to class and you're trying to get an education that you're paying thousands of dollars for, and you don't have a parking pass, then you get tickets and they add up, and then you have to pay out of money that you don't have to park on a campus for school that you go to and already pay for.
Yeah, no, the parking has been pretty filled up recently. It's a little unfortunate, but I understand that everyone on campus is having trouble parking. So, well, it's gotten better since last semester. We have less students from last semester, and even like the outer lots in last semester were completely filled. So, it's definitely better. I don't think it's gotten worse.
I feel like it could be worse, it could be better. When I was a freshman here, they had freshman parking, and I think that they should bring that back, because there's no reason that I had to walk all the way up from P1, and now people don't have to. Also, a lot of residents need to move their cars from non-resident parking.
Yeah, I think the parking, as a lot of students agree, it's pretty hard to find parking close to where you live. Most people have to park in Zeiss or even further than that. My freshman year, I think, was the first year that they allowed freshmen to even have cars, and even then we had to park at the far lots, so I think way up by the health center, and then down, like way down the hill past the ridges. So that opened up a bit of parking, but even then it was really still really hard to find parking, like especially in the woods and by Founders.
So I remember how things used to be, where there was a lot more faculty parking near the academic buildings, and that worked great for me as a staff member here. Was it this summer that they changed the parking around? Yeah, so when I came back in the fall, like I tried parking along University Heights, and I realized they changed it to resident parking. And then I tried moving to another spot, and it's still resident parking. And in those first couple months, I had a really hard time finding a spot that wasn't taken already, that wasn't like a mile away from Carpenter Hall, where I work. So it's safe to say that I'm pretty frustrated by the change. I would say it makes sense for resident parking to be closer to the residential halls, but it is frustrating for faculty and staff to have to park so far away.
Last semester, I know when they were doing construction, it was really bad, but that's because construction was happening. I think it's always been kind of bad, though. I'm late to class often because of how far away I have to park. And then I come into class and I'm like panting and I'm sweating. And it's just, yeah.
It's pretty easy to find parking on campus, being a non-resident. There's a few parking lots that are never like completely filled across campus, and it's just a 2 or 5 minute walk.
I think it's gotten better for non-residents because they did just open up a lot more parking for us. I do think it got worse overall.
Definitely worse. The fact that freshmen can park anywhere now, that doesn't help. They opened up mills to residents, which it really didn't do anything. It's like 30 spots there, so it didn't do that much, yeah.
I like to park in the where the tailgate market is, just because I have a lot of classes in Owen, and that's like the closest parking to Owen. Also, there's a lot of open spots too, because I feel like not a lot of people park over there, not as much as like the other off-campus student parking.
I'm gonna say my favorite parking spot on campus is the one right across from the Sherrill Center. There's a non-resident parking lot there, and it's pretty close. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Ooh, top floor of the Sherrill parking, I always feel like there's nobody there. I'm also usually here really early in the morning, so it's just always open.
So a go-to spot, I usually look at the woods since I live in the woods. So it's always go through the woods and then circle back to Founders, can't find one there. So I go around the little loop by Mills and go all the way back. And then since it's a one-way, it takes so much longer. You have to go all the way around campus, and then I end up at Zeiss almost always. And then if that doesn't work, the one like across from Zeiss, just like across the road, yeah.
I usually park in the Sherrill Center parking deck. There's usually a spot there. If not, there's that all permit parking area that used to just be non-resident students. It works out well. It's not that far, but I used to be able to get spots at Carpent Hall, but now due to the limited faculty parking, the spots at Carpent Hall always get taken.
Freshman parking.
That's a hard question. Freshmen should definitely have to park further away. Not to discriminate against the freshmen, but I don't know what else could be done though. There's no available spots to put in more parking lots. And they have the faculty, I'm pretty sure we're allowed to park at faculty from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. or something, but no one's gonna wanna get up so early to move their car. Yeah, I think moving freshmen back to the further lots, it's a tough decision though. And if the parking deck by Ponder, and if that ever opened up.
I think personally, I think it would just be nice to take those spots along University Heights and change them back to staff parking. I don't know how that would affect the student body, but that would at least make me happy.